I don't know if that made any sense. Hello everybody, my name is Kelsey and we're about to get very, very nerdy with the books I bought in March. So I bought quite a few because I don't have any self-control. This is just going to be the constant motto of these videos. However, I didn't buy all of these. A couple of these were given to me, but these are the books that I have acquired in the month of March, and I thought I would show you them. I, again, did better by one book this month. I bought one book less than last month, so that's at least a plus. But there was a few sales again this month because I cannot resist sales. So here we go. So the first three books that I got were in a Barnes & Noble young adult sale. They did this, I think, back in February, but I didn't get them until March, so I'm counting them in this haul. And they had 3 YA books for 30 bucks. And so I was really excited because some of these would have cost like $17 alone. So the fact that I got 3 for the price of maybe 2, I'm super excited about. The first one is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I'm a little bit bitter because it got messed up in the mail. So the cover is a little messed up and it's a little sad, but I will get over it. It's basically about a girl named Kath who writes fan fiction for this very well-known fantasy series that is basically this world's version of Harry Potter. Kath and her sister go off to college, but her sister decides that she doesn't want to live with Kath because Kath is held on to this fandom and her sister has basically let it go, but Kath doesn't want to let it go. It sounds like she's discovering herself away from her sister. I love YA books that are set in college because that is more fresh in my memory than high school, and I have much stronger, I guess, emotions connected to my college years than I do to my high school years. So that's pretty exciting. Plus, not very many YA books are set in college. A lot of them are set in high school. So any chance to get my hands on one that's set in college, I am all about. And so I'm excited to read this one. The next book in that 3 for $30 that I bought is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. This one I've basically been super excited about. Actually, I do. So when my roommate and I went to Y'all Fest, they were giving out these little pouches that has the bells on them, and they did a quick little video on how they shot the cover of this. And you didn't know anything about this book, or at least me and my roommate didn't know anything about this book, so that was kind of exciting. So I've had my eyes peeled for this one. Also cute. Look at this gorgeous inside. It's like a map, and it's so pretty. This is about a girl named Camellia, I believe is how you pronounce it. And she is a belle, and bells basically can transform people into being beautiful. This is set in a world where everyone is gray and the rich can pay to a belle to become beautiful, and she wants to be the belle of a royal family. And on the cover it says, "A twisted world, a beautiful power." So it sounds like there's some political intrigue in this book. There's some mystery surrounding this power that she has. And I'm intrigued. My roommate's already read this book and she says that it was very, very good. She also did the 3 for $30 and got this as one of her books. So I am really excited to finally get to it. The last book that I got in this 3 for $30 little section is Autobiography by Christina Lauren. This one sounds amazing. Also, this cover is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at this cover. Look at the cover. It's so pretty. I mean, just look at this. It's just the sunset and everything. It just makes my heart happy. This is about a boy named Tanner who is bisexual, and he and his family moved from California to Utah, and he feels like it kind of puts him back in the closet a little bit, and he has 1 semester left of high school, so he's like, it's fine, I'll just deal with it for a semester. And one of his friends persuades him to take a class where at the end of it you basically write a novel, and he starts to develop some feelings for the kind of teacher assistant for this class. And he is a Mormon, so it seems like there's a lot of questioning sexuality there. The story sounds amazing. I just thought it would be a good one to try out. The next 2 books in this haul I got from one of my cousins. So Terry, if you're watching, thank you so much. She's been watching my channel for a little bit and she saw that I have unboxings on here, and she thought she would make me a box of her own, and it was so sweet, and she put a couple of her favorites in there, and one I've heard of and one I haven't. So I'm really intrigued because they both sound amazing. The first one is The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. This one is one that I've definitely heard of and I've wanted to read for a while. It sounds really, really interesting. So this is set on the planet of Winter, where everyone who lives there doesn't have a gender until the mating cycle, when they take on the male or female gender in that situation. An ethnologist is sent to study these people. He really doesn't understand their minds, he doesn't understand their social system, but after studying them for a while, it seems that he may or may not fall for one of them. And it just sounds like a very interesting world. So I cannot wait to read this one. I'm so excited. The next one is called King and Joker by Peter Dickinson. So it follows the great-great-grandson of Queen Victoria, and it is set in basically that household. There's a lot of mystery in it. I don't actually know a whole lot about this story, but there's definitely a trickster who seems to be playing some pranks, maybe malicious, could possibly be deadly, on one of the princesses. So a lot of the royal family's skeletons in the closet seem to be coming out in a sense. So I don't know, but it sounds really interesting. Again, Terry, thank you so much for sending me these. I can't wait to read them. The next book is one that I borrowed from the library to read, and then I fell in love with, and so I had to get it. And that is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I did a full review on this book, so if you want to see all of my thoughts on this, I have already read it and it is amazing, but I needed my own copy, and look, I've already tabbed some spots. I love her writing style. I love Becky Albertalli so much that I didn't know I would, and I have now found a new favorite author, and so I had to get a copy of this book. I just needed it in my life. The Upside of Unrequited is about a girl named Molly who has 26 crushes in her entire life, but she never acts on any of those crushes, and it's about her twin sister who just got a girlfriend, and the kind of separation that takes between her and her twin. And then there's also the possibility of a 27th crush that she may or may not actually end up talking about feelings with, and that's a scary, area for her. So it's a big leap forward. This is an amazing book. I love it. Some characters from Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda make their way in here. Simon makes an appearance a couple times. And so I just love the very simple connection, yet completely different story. So it was amazing. I loved it, and I needed a copy. The next book is one that I read in March, and I didn't know if I was going to own it or not. I very much enjoyed it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted a copy or not. But my roommate and I went back to our college, and there was a Books A Million right around the corner, and she found it on sale for like $5, and I was like, well, I can't not get it now. So of course, here we are, and that is Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It is the first in the Illuminate files. I didn't think I would want the hardback because it's so heavy, but I like the way it is. It's really cool if you take the cover off, because it's got this kind of cover underneath it. And so some of the words that are on the cover make their way through. I find that so interesting. That was the cat. So Illuminate is about Ezra and Katie, and they just broke up, but later that day their planet gets basically destroyed, and they're on this big long mission to basically run away from this corporation that's trying to get them. And my favorite part about this is that it is told in file format, and I love books that are not told in like the normal paragraph lyrical format. I like them that are told differently. Emails, files, text messages, journal entries, things like that. I find those different styles really interesting, and so that is why I picked this one up just out of the blue, because I saw it at the library and I thought, you know what, why not? And I fell in love. It was amazing. This is the next one I got, and I have to put it down because it is so heavy. However, now that I've said that, my next book is Obsidian. This is the third and final book in the Illuminate Files series. I got it in the same spot. They didn't have Gemina in the hardback, and I'm renting it from the library, so I'm looking for a hardback version of Gemina to get. So hopefully I will get that one, because I want them all in hardback now that I've got them. But I haven't touched this one yet. I don't even know what it's about, because I have refused to read it because it is the third, and I don't want to spoil the second one for me. So this is the third in the Illuminate File series, and that is all I have for you guys. I'm not even kidding. I could do, like, these are like 5-pound weights. I could do workouts with these. My arms already hurt. The next book that I got is, again, the third in a series, so I don't even know what it's about. And that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This is the third in a Darker Shade of Magic trilogy, and it was in paperback just like the first two that I got. It says special extra content included, and I love special extra content, which makes me think it's probably just an interview with the author, but I'm okay with that. Yep, there is a Q&A in the back with the author. I don't know if that's the more content, but it's definitely more than the story. So there's that. Being a member of Barnes & Noble, I occasionally get things in the mail with little, percents off of certain books. And so the next two I got because I had coupons. The first one is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. So it's about Drew, who's a pediatric surgeon, and Alexa, who is from Berkeley as the mayor chief of staff.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia.
Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. So the main chick's name in this book is Alexa, and my Alexa just woke up. So basically the two main characters happen to meet in an elevator that just happens to break down. So Drew needs a date to his ex's wedding, and so he's like, hey, will you help me out? And she's like, sure, of course. And they spark something, but they both go back to their separate lives. So it's not only just about chance meetings, it's also about long distance relationship. I know about long distance relationship. Me and my fiance are about 4.5 hours apart, which doesn't sound too bad, but when we both work, Monday to Friday jobs, it's really hard to find a good weekend to drive that because it takes so much longer to come back, and with me working nights, I have to schedule enough time to drive back and get some sleep in before I go in on Sunday night. So this one resonated with me a lot. So I've heard about this one and I thought it's very short, it's a romance, and I thought it was a topic that I could definitely relate to, especially the long distance part of it. So I'm intrigued as to how this will work. I'm also getting very strong Jane Austen vibes from this cover. The next book that I got at Barnes & Noble, I had a coupon for 20% off a mystery novel, and I don't read a lot of mystery novels, but I went over to the mystery section just to peruse and see if there was anything, and this book caught my eye because it's one that I've been wanting to read for a while, and that is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I would consider this a classic. I know there's a movie out, and I definitely want to see the movie, but I want to read the book first because I've heard that if you've read the book, there are things in the movie that will still surprise you, and I wonder what they mean by that. So I'm intrigued by that situation. I got it for $5 because why not? And the last book I had acquired in March is the one I got from my Owl Crate. So if you've seen that video, you know what that one is, and that will link that below if you want to see the full unboxing. And that is The Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This one has been termed a Anastasia retelling, but set in space. Basically, our main girl, Anna, has no idea about her past, and her lovable droid is malfunctioning, and so she needs to find some coordinates that were supposed to take her to a ship that will help her fix him. However, there's a boy out there who it sounds like is half metal, and he's also looking for the coordinates, and he just happens to find them first, but through some odd events, they are basically now on the run, and the government wants the coordinates and are out to get them. So it's their story, and it sounds like they're going to fall in love, and she has to decide between him or, saving a government that wants her dead, and secrets about her past come to life that she didn't know about. Anastasia is one of my favorite movies. I consider that me and my fiance's movie. It's just one that we like, and I feel I feel like I relate to Anya, and I feel like he relates to Dimitri in that movie, so we like to watch it. I don't know. In my head, that's our movie, so I love the fact that there's a book that is somewhat based on that, so I am intrigued to read this. Also had stained pages, and I am all about stained pages. It's so pretty. Have I made it to the end? I made it to the end! So that is it. Those are all of the books that I bought in the month of March. I'm hoping that my buying will continue to go down, even if it's just by one book. So far, so good. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. What are some books that you bought in the month of March? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not already, and join our awesome little family over here. And I hope you guys had an amazing March, and I hope your April is off to an amazing start, and I will see you guys in a few days. Bye!